What up, guys? Bonani. I hope you guys are doing well. I just wish the politicians would leave the Springboks alone. That's just my wish, man. I wish the politicians would leave the Springboks alone, leave them for the public to enjoy. Because the Springboks, who were once a symbol of hatred, who were once a symbol of racism, who were once a symbol of oppression, who were once a symbol of apartheid, right, have turned the corner in a big way, and they now represent all South Africans from all walks of life. They are the hope of a nation, both black and white. And I think that Siya Kolisi being made captain, being made the first black captain for the Springboks, really endeared the Springboks to the black majority in South Africa. Right, like it showed that there was a willingness to change. There was a willingness to unite a nation. And that was a masterstroke from Coach Rassie Erasmus at the time. Now, the Springboks are a symbol of what is possible for us as a country if we work together. They are a symbol for what is possible as a country if we unite towards a common goal and execute all our efforts towards the achievement of that goal. Now, the politicians being involved just dilute the Springboks because everyone is now going to want to claim credit. Every politician, every political party will want to be aligned with the Springboks. I would not be surprised if the EFF just said something contrary just for the sake of controversy, right? But a lot of politicians are using the Springboks for clout. I just hope they leave the Springboks to the public and let us enjoy this team that has united us. The scenes on social media when the Springboks played France in that quarterfinal. The scenes when they played England. Everyone was behind the country, me included, man. The way that I was sitting on my couch, it was just, you worry because you know the impact that the Springboks have on a nation, right? And one thing about the Springboks is whether they win or lose, you can never question their commitment. You can never question their commitment. They know their responsibility. They know what they bring to the country and now to the rest of the African continent, because Africa is now a world champion in something, and that's noteworthy. So when the politicians get involved, they just dilute that, man. I think that no political party cares about South Africa. Be the ANC. The ANC is a party of thugs and cadres who give each other jobs, and there's crime everywhere where the ANC is involved. There's corruption, not crime, corruption. The DA is a party of mere talkers, As long as you don't vote for the ANC, I've not heard them bring any solutions to the table. The EFF are the political prostitutes in this country. They're willing to work with any and everyone just to gain power. So all of them, for me, none of them cares about ordinary South Africans, but they want to affiliate themselves with the box and dilute this brand that gives us hope. Having said that, I'm still going to vote because if you don't vote, you are complicit. If you don't vote, you condone certain behavior, or if you don't vote, you prevent certain changes. So out of all the devils, I'm going to have to choose the lesser of them all. I'm not going to tell you which one that is for me, but I'm still going to vote. Let me just give you an example. Electricity has been, load shedding has been the biggest problem that South Africans have faced. A lot of businesses struggled, homes struggled, the economy is going down because of load shedding. Now that the elections are coming closer and closer, they apparently have a magic wand and they're sorting out the problem, and we're not losing as much power as we used to, right? Because the elections are approaching. But if they had the mentality of the Springboks, all these political parties would put their differences aside, get on the table, have a discussion, share ideas on the best possible solution for the benefit of the people of this country. They'll all come to a table and discuss how they can solve this load shedding problem for all South Africans. Because every one of us is affected by load shedding. If they cared about ordinary South Africans, that address this problem, that get on the table, they would sort it out and come up with solutions, much like what the Springboks do. People from different backgrounds, they come together for a common good, for a common goal. They put their differences aside, they work together to make sure that we have something to be proud of as a country. If these politicians cared, that's what they would do. So I just dislike it, man. I hate it when, they use the Springboks for clout. I think they should let the public enjoy the Springboks without any political involvement, Having said that, we do have a president in this country, and whether we like it or not, we have to respect the president, That's what my faith says. It says I should respect our leaders. President Cyril Ramaphosa lifting the trophy, just like Nelson Mandela did in 1995, just like Thabo Mbeki did in 2007, and just as he did in 2019. And if the Springboks are successful this Saturday, he'll be the first president to lift the cup twice. Yeah, probably making up for for former President Jacob Zuma, because he's the only president under whom, while he was in charge in the country, the Springboks did not win the World Cup. Make of that whatever you want. But yeah, man, hopefully the Boks go out there and make us proud. One thing I know about the Springboks is that whether win or lose, they're going to fight to the end. We saw that in the quarterfinal against France. We saw that in the semi-final against England. We saw that in the group stages, where there were permutations that we could not qualify if a number of points between, we saw the permutations between Scotland and Ireland. There was an opportunity there that we might not make it to the group stages. But this Springbok side gives all South Africans hope. And because of that, I just hope that these politicians stay away and leave the box to us. Guys, these are just my thoughts. Thank you for joining me. I would really, if you found value in this video, please comment, please subscribe to the channel, and like the video if you found any value in it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, and God willing, I will see you on the next one.